We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Washington football team. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll run on first down. It's Gibson, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. A.J. Boye up to make the tackle. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Jacobs. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now Locke on the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And the Broncos first down.
First down, Locke. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, a 22. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
One more time with Jacobs. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
He was brought down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. They'll try to run with Lindsey, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Phillip Lindsey, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
The tackle.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That one caught by Gibson. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And the return will stop right around the 25. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how.
And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy.
Touchdown, Denver.
Jerry Jeudy with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Here's 2nd and 8. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st down, Gibson. The tackle made that time by Bryce Callahan.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this 1st quarter. A.J. Boye with a pick. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this 1st quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Locke. Rolling to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was going for the tight end, Nick Vanette, but it'll be 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Locke will try again on 2nd down. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Jerry Jeudy with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And it's up and good.
The score, Broncos 21. Washington, nothing.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
What you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Here we go. Check 50. 70 Lions.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
And returning it, here's Hamler. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10.
1-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Now a carry for Jacobs. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Back to throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, two hands. Get two hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
At the 9-yard line.
They'll run with Lindsey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Philip Lindsey with his second touchdown here in this first half. And this offense continues to pour it on.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. Flush to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A.J. Boye with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Broncos 42. Washington, nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
Brought down back at the 21-yard line.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception. Really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that'll be complete to the running back, Gibson. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. but they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Forced out to his left. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Right there, 56.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Pittsburgh. 56, the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. This will make it into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
56, Mike, 56. Here we go. 56, the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. I'm going to run you over.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
Watch the pass. 56 the mic. 56 is the mic. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Locke taking the snap at 1. Open man is Anderson. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
It's a gain of 17.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
The ball carrier.
The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Watch out.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Come on, baby. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Here we go.
Locke with a quick throw out to Judy. That catch good for 5. It's third down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, right there.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They get the first. The decision to run on third and medium winds up being a good one.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
He's not going to get me. Mike, 56.
On second down now, it's Jacobs. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 27, 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down, Denver.
50. Don't say nothing. Check 9, check 9.
They run it to Jacobs, and he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Jacobs, the ball.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
56.
Lock on the give, it's Lindsey. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 19-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. Back now at FedEx Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And Gordon's going to be stopped short. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game, because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And that is no good. He pulled it just a bit, just a wee bit wide left. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
The tackle will be credited to Jake Ryan. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Mike Purcell gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he doesn't have a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Will Parks. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check three.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jacobs. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football, because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
I'm coming after you. Check 3, check 3. Wide, get wide.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, alert 3.
Counter play with Jacobs. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided.
Kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
Hey, boys, we got 4 down. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. I want that.
And they take a knee. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards?
Mike 55. Mike 55. Yeah.
How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal. And they will take a knee here. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And McManus able to put it through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they...
And now here is another interception. A.J. Boye with a pick. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Intercepted by the Broncos. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Today's final score.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Denver, a loss would have really hurt. As it stands, they finished the first half at 3-5. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Washington, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.